Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back. I don't know if you guys are excited as much as I am. I don't know, I'm not sure. I just feel like coming back. You know when you just come into a room and you're like ta-da, and everybody's like, okay, who is this, who are you? I hope that's not what's going on in your mind right now. I hope. Yeah, I'm happy to be back on here talking to you and seeing your beautiful faces, and I hope you're happy to see my face as well. I was so nervous when I was trying to prepare and come on here, doing my makeup, my hair, and all of that. Gosh, it's a lot of stress. I won't even lie, it's a lot of stress. And I know that if you know me on this channel, I'm hardly on makeup like this, and you know, I just come as I am. How are you guys doing? Let me know in the comment section. It's been how many months? March, April, May, June. Ooh. It's been almost 5 months. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I've been away this long. First of all, we have a Q&A to answer. I have a Q&A to answer, and I'm going to get right into that shortly. But before then, I think I owe you guys an explanation why I've been away, and I'm going to be doing that. So first of all, I don't know. Okay, for one, my studies have been a reason why I've been away. Things got really intense towards the end of this first semester of my final year, and the rest of the semester, it really got intense. We're doing a lot of things at the same time, so I just didn't have the chance. I didn't want to spread myself too thin. You know, you just have to know the season and the phase of life that you're in, understand it and work with it. You know, be graceful to yourself, be kind to yourself, and allow yourself to adjust to the situation that you're in, and don't try to push yourself so hard or try to compare yourself, you know, with other people and see what other people are doing. They might be in a different phase of life already that you are still in, and they have passed. So yeah, I just try to understand that I'm in a phase where I need extra focus on my academics, and I have to give it my 100%. Okay, I think one of the, another reason why I didn't come back as early as I expected was the fact that I've been thinking a lot about the trajectory of my channel, what the plans I have for my channel, and all of that. I know that lately you guys have been receiving videos about studying abroad, getting visas to come to Georgia, how to do it, how to get admitted, you know, step by step, you know, tutorials on how to do all of that. I shared a lot of things, and I did that for a reason. Education is a very big thing in anyone's life. Education is something that, you know, is usually a stepping stone to every other thing you want to do, in a lot of things that you want to do in life. Education, of course, is not just only the formal one, but in this aspect I'm talking about formal education. So getting admitted, getting opportunities to, you know, travel abroad to study for those that are not living in Georgia, and all of that. And I realized that there was a problem in that aspect when it comes to getting information, being helped, and all of that. There are a lot of people out there that do all of these things. So I was like, okay, let me use my channel and do something good and positive in that light, and let people know how they can do these things by themselves. But that's not what my channel is all about, you get. But a huge part of the channel became like almost like an agency, travel agency kind of thing. So I'm happy I'm able to do that. But on a larger scale, what do I see my channel doing in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years? I was thinking a lot about that, and it really gave me paralysis. So I just couldn't go ahead to do a lot of things. Videos I'd already put out concerning different kinds of content, I was stuck. I was like, should I go ahead and put them out or not? You know, even after putting in all those efforts making them and stuff like that, I was just paralyzed basically. And it was like I wasn't gaining clarity basically. But I've just come to realize that it's not until you have everything together 100% that you now go ahead to do things. You know, I'm learning, and I'm still learning in life, that, you know, you just have to get a glimpse, just have a goal, have a goal, and work towards that goal. As you work towards it, other things becomes more clearer to you, and you're able to, have a clearer version of that first goal that you have in mind. But always have a goal and let it guide you. And also, one of the reasons why I believe I have been paralyzed is the fact that one of the tools that it takes to do such kind of things is that you have to be vulnerable. I'm not someone that is very vulnerable. I tend to mask exactly how I feel about a certain thing, and if you don't come out 100%, you'll not be able to make that impact in someone's life. People are able to see through you. I'm not fake, don't get me wrong, but there is a level that you go to, there's a level of connection or vulnerability that you have with people, and they get to understand what you're trying to say or pass across. You get, especially for the kind of thing that I want to do, and it's going to be a challenge for me, and I'm willing to take up that challenge because I know that I'm going to experience growth in the process of doing that, and hopefully I'm going to try to do that. We're going to be seeing some of those things. If you read my about and why I wanted this channel, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. So if you've not even read it before, maybe you should go and check it out and see what I wrote there when I was starting. That was exactly how I felt when I was starting this channel. Yeah, that's another reason why I have been off thinking about the channel and all of those things. So, but I'm back and I'm going to take it one step at a time. But before then, how many minutes have I even talked right now? Let's look at these Q&A questions. I posted them on Instagram and I got some responses. They're not much, so this video is going to be fast. So thank you to all of those that responded, and I felt like this was just the right way to come back, to know how you guys are doing, to know what's on your mind, and to also help me with the subsequent videos I'll be putting out, because it's going to be rude to just appear back and start posting stuff. So the first question says, so what's next now after you finished? Are you doing your housemanship in Georgia or in Nigeria? So first of all, what's next for me? Like I said, for every medical student, once you graduate, the next thing is your internship and then residency program. Internship is the 1-year training that you do in the hospital. It's hands-on, and you get to do all of that. And in Nigeria, it's also called housemanship, house job. It's called house job, it's called housemanship, it's called internship. So if you're trying to get into medical school, any of that, and you're trying to understand what are all these terms, yeah, they mean the same thing. Internship, house job, housemanship, it means the same thing. 1 year, you do it for 1 year, and after that, if you're in Nigeria, you go ahead for your NYSC program, and then you come back and start your residency program in the area of specialization which you've chosen. All right, so for those that are thinking of coming into medical school, this is the process. You have 6 years, and then you have internship, NYSC, and then you come back and you do your residency program. But after your internship, you're supposed to write primaries. Okay, there's an exam you write after your internship, and then you go ahead to do your residency and all. So this person is asking if I'll do it in Georgia or in Nigeria. I'm going to do it. The most likely place to do it would be Nigeria. So it's part of my options. I still have other options, and yeah, but Nigeria is in the picture. I know how horrible it might sound, because I've gotten a lot of don't ever come back, don't ever come back. It's really scary, and it's putting a lot of pressure on a lot of people, not just me. I've tried my best not to allow that pressure get to me. It was trying to get to me at some point, but I just tried to kill it. Like, I just had to kill it. It's not a do or die affair. Like, I just believe that one thing is, just know where you're going to, just know what God's perfect plan is for your life, and as long as He's leading you in that direction, He that is leading you is going to provide and preserve you, and you're going to see the reason why He's leading you wherever He's taking you. If your destiny is not to end up in Nigeria, then it's not going to be. If it is for you to end up in Nigeria, then you're going to be there, and it's going to sustain you, and you're going to see God's hand, basically. I'm not really that scared anymore, in as much as every day things seems to get, it's like it's getting worse by the day. Like, you wake up and it's as if you slept for 5 years and things have just radically changed. But I've just accepted it because there's a way you're going to put, if you're a believer, there's a way you're going to put things in your head. You're going to put idols in your mind, that even when God is speaking to you about a thing, those things that you've already placed in your mind and you've like consolidated will not allow you to make the right decision or hear what God is saying. So to be honest, it's not a big deal for me anymore. Yeah, even if I have my fears and I have my worries, but it is what it is, okay? So that's what's next at this point. So preparing for exams. So yeah, I'm trying to rest. I haven't gotten into the full swing of, studying all over again, but I'm just trying to pick up my momentum gradually, because man, for me, 10 years is not a joke, okay? 10 years is not a joke. I deserve some rest. All right, so on to the next question. The next question says, how can you be this awesome now? How can you be this awesome now? See, I don't know. You guys, sometimes I just receive some of this hype and I'm like, why are you guys hyping me like this now? Why are you guys hyping me like this? But yeah, thank you for the hype, I appreciate it, it keeps us going. All right, so the next question says, you had better pay me for this shot. Oh, this is not even a question. You had better pay me for this shot. I know the person that is threatening me like this. So the shot this person is talking about is a picture that I posted together with the question that I asked, and it's like I should pay him for the shot. Don't worry, your reward is in heaven. Your reward is where? It's in heaven. It's going to kill me, I know. So the next question says, how do you feel now that you are done with school? How do you feel now that you're done with school? Did I finish my exam? I couldn't believe it. I still felt like, okay, there is something else. Medical school has not finished. I'm going to tell my story. I'm going to tell my story about my medical school. One day we'll just sit down. It's going to be a story time, and better be ready for it, okay? But it's been a long time coming. It's been a rough ride. It's been emotional. It's been traumatic at some point, and all of that. But yeah, how I initially felt when I wrote my last exam was that it was like a dream. When you've been wishing for something for so long and it finally happens and you're like, is this really happening? That was how I felt. It was just like a weight was lifted from my shoulders. That was how I felt, and till now I still feel it's still like a joke, like, so I'm actually done and there's another phase out there waiting for me. Yeah, so at some point during that, when I just finished, I almost started feeling the pressure of jumping into the next, and I told myself, no, sit down, savor the moment, be grateful for this moment, be grateful for this phase. And then when you're done, you think about the next phase, because this life is in phases. If you don't have the time to stop and be grateful and be thankful and rest, you're just going to burn out and you're just going to be frustrated in life. Don't allow the devil to steal your joy. The moment when you're supposed to be celebrating and rejoicing is just trying to throw one other thought in your mind. What's next? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Should I go back to Nigeria? Should I not go back to Nigeria? Man, I had to just tell myself, stop right there, and enjoy this moment, rest. You deserve it. You've worked for it, okay? So yeah, that was just how I felt. I am preparing for the next phase. It's filled with a lot of unknowns and all of that, but God's got me, and that's just the most important thing. So the next question says, how was your 6 years of medical life? Any tips for beginners to be consistent? All right, mine was more than 6 years. Let's start with that, okay? Mine was more than 6 years, and like I said, it's going to be a whole story time, so wait for that. I already mentioned how the whole thing has been for me, how the whole journey has been for me. And tips I'm going to give for beginners is that if you are not yet in medical school, if you've not entered medical school yet, but you're planning or you're thinking of getting into medical school, I have this advice for you. Please talk to different people that are in the medical field. I'm not saying it because it's impossible to do it. No. And there are people that have done it. I think that having an understanding of what you're going into is going to prepare you better so that you don't wear out. There are times when you're going to be worn out, but when you know that, oh, I can see the big picture, I know what this is all about, you know how to regulate yourself, you know how to handle different seasons when you're in medical school, you know how to handle, the rough period, knowing that, okay, there'll be a period when you will rest. Why I'm saying it is that there are a lot of people, including myself, that didn't know what medicine was all about, like the whole picture, not just medical school, but life after medical school as a doctor, all of the things that you have to do. Sit down with a doctor, sit down with a medical student, sit down with probably someone that has gone far ahead, maybe third or fourth year, final year. Sit down with different people, let them tell you what the journey looks like, let them tell you what your career path is going to look like. Because medicine is full of exams. If you're not the type that loves to read plenty, you might just get frustrated. And because medicine is something that is not static, it's something that keeps evolving with technology and with innovations and things like that. Things that are new keep coming out every day. You have to just be updated. So you're reading as much as when you were in secondary school, in secondary school, even in medical school. Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't know all of it. A lot of people didn't know all of this, and I think I'm just going to do a separate video and talk about it because it's a whole lot. I have a whole lot to say about this. But what I'm going to say is, for beginners, ask questions, so that you know what the future looks like, know what the career path that you're getting into looks like, so that you can prepare yourself ahead of time. And how to be consistent, I just feel like I said, is also hinged on what I just said. When you know what you're expecting, you know how to pace yourself, you know how to pace yourself, you know how to organize yourself, you know how to plan your study, your reading, and things like that. When you know that this journey is not here, is long, you just have to create a system around you that is going to help you to achieve what you need to achieve, okay? And have a moment where you just have to rest, because reading, they finish. Like, you cannot finish reading as a medical student. You cannot finish reading. Even up until the day you get into the exam hall, you're still reading. There is no point where you'd be like, I have finished reading, I'm sleeping to wait for the exam. Like, medical students read into the exam hall. That is how it is for every exam. So you are the one that have to give yourself a break and tell yourself that this week or these 3 days, I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest, and there's nothing that the devil will do about it. I'm going to sleep, I'm going to watch movies, I'm going to do anything that makes me happy. I'm going to relax, and then I'll come back to the swing of things. Just have this moment where you take breaks, to be honest, because consistency, is just maintaining that pace, but then also knowing when you should rest. Even though you're going to burn out, and before you recover from that burnout, it's going to take a while, you get. So I hope this helped. I'm going to do videos about study and tips that will help you in medical school and all of those things. Ask your questions, drop your questions if you have any, and I'll pick them from there and start from somewhere, because I really think that there are a lot of things that we don't know or we don't get to discover until we are right into the whole thing. All right, next question is, when can we expect a vlog? All right, so like I said, we're just trying to open up. We're just trying to come back, soften the ground, and kind of like a welcome back kind of thing, and reintroduce myself, all of that stuff, and things will be rolling in. So just expect premium content, okay? Even the graduation vlog, I know that's a highly requested video, is going to come out, and you're going to see it and have fun, okay? So very soon, right after these videos will be rolling in. So the next question says, how to pay student loan ASAP after graduation. Okay, so I didn't take student loan, and in my country they don't give student loans for study. I don't know how it is in your country, but I have no idea about that. Maybe you should. I don't know what country you're from, what's your nationality. I could ask someone that is from there to know what's up, or maybe you can just Google for your country. You can write it and see what you find there, but I didn't take any loans. The next question says, when are you going to marry? You are too fine. We need to transfer this beauty. All right, so thank you for the compliment. First of all, you guys are making my head to be blowing anyhow. What is all this now? Anyway, so when am I going to marry? Don't worry. All I can say is that the Lord will do it. The Lord will do it in his perfect time. And then the last question, I think someone asked me, number one, why are you so pretty? I said it. You guys are busting my brain. I don't know. Sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, this girl, you're just so ugly. See your forehead, see how big your head is. And then sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, girl, you're fine, you're a fine girl. Like, do you know you're a fine girl? Well, thank you for the compliment, I appreciate it. And her second question is, who is ID? If you don't put my question here, I will report you to federal government. See, this is the second threat I'm receiving on this in this Q&A today. Please don't report me to the federal government. I've asked your question. And then, who is ID? You guys don't know who ID is. ID is my friend. I hope I answered your question. ID, come, you're not a celeb. Come and answer your name. I'm sure that you are going to see her in the comment section. In the comments, she's there. So I think I've come to the end of this Q&A. I'm excited to have filmed this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If this is your first time here, you're so welcome. And wait, how come I didn't mention that we've gotten to 1,000 subscribers? Look, all of these things were happening when I was having classes. We're going to sit down and talk about what we're going to do about these 1K subscribers. I'm not yet monetized. I guess maybe that's why it's not so exciting for me. But either way, I'm so grateful. We have, right now, I think it's currently 1,130 or thereabout. It's been a year and 2 months now, and we're at 1,100. Please, I still need watch hours to become monetized. Please watch my videos, share, and so thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. Thank you for trusting me and subscribing to my channel. It's really difficult for people to do that. I don't know why, but there's a red button there. Just click it. It says subscribe just below this video on your right. Click subscribe, then turn on that notification bell. It's there. It's like a bell, the shape of a bell. Click it and let those two commas, like parentheses on top of it, let it show, so that you're going to receive notifications whenever I post a video and you don't miss out on them. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Expect premium content, and yeah, share this video with your friends. Tell them kcdanna is back, and we're back in grand style. And let me know what videos you'd like to see on this channel, and I'll try to do that. Till then, keep living, have a lovely day, bye.